Shalom, this is Sarbach Charlotte, allies in the camp. Look at Desboro, Florida. First and foremost, I'd like to present honor and glory to the Father and the Son in the proper true Hebrew tongue. Ka Olam Allah, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, Bashem, Habakak, Kodash Ma'amath. Also, the bunch of the elders, apostles of GMS, that Masamada as well, Ohio Masrala. Peace best to 1/3, and safety till for elect. It's going to be a quick little lesson going on Esaus captivity. And yeah, I'm gonna go straight into it. Yep, this is Revelation chapter 13. I'm starting verse 9. Well, I could really start at verse 6. I can start at verse 6, man, because this is going in what Esau's doing in today's time, man. This is the book of Revelation, you know. So this is what the Lord is gonna reveal in these coming days. Is that this place America is spiritually Babylon. It's spiritually that whore, and it's spiritually that dragon, man. And that and NATO, is that beast, you know. And NATO and the EU, you know, they're working together, and they're giving power unto the harlot America, man, and vice versa. But nonetheless, that whore being America and spiritual Babylon is ultimately that spectacle, and is the most quote unquote illuminated. Was that First Corinthians? Well, I was slightly paraphrasing. Even Satan can be formed to angel of light. So this place, America, is seen as a great place, home of the brave, land of the whatever. That's what it's seen as, but it's really is going to become it is a melting pot and a gauging stock, but it's also become a lake of fire. I'm giving Revelation 13, instead of verse 6. It says, "And he opened his mouth and blasphemy against Yahweh, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven." You be seeing I think that was elections, like Kamala Harris, probably Trump too. Probably he may not believe in quote unquote God for him. Esau believe in totally different stuff. But ultimately, this place America is seen as God fearing, but it's not actually God fearing. It's an atheist country, just like Russia, just like any other place. They don't actually believe in a higher power or nothing like that, or Most High ultimately. Maybe like Elon, because they believe in Buddha. China, they believe in Buddha or whatever. So, but that's not the case for America. They actually are godless. So verse 7, it says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and the power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. This place America, just like Rome. This is Rome reincarnated. It has a whole bunch of languages. It's a melting pot. It accepts different religions and different tongues, but it does enforce their policies unto the citizens. Just like in Rome in ancient days, Hellenization, just like in today's time, Americanization, same thing. Verse 8, it says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose name are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. And that Lamb being Yahweh Shai, man, that perfect sacrifice. It should not. Well, I'm gonna read it from the top again, verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb. At the foundation of the world. They gonna in today's time, they not worshiping nothing that has to do with Yahweh Shai. They only worshiping Satan and the devil, money and everything, man. Verse 9 says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity, man. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience in the faith of the saints, man. The hopeful and faithful elect, the saints, man, the Lord little ones. This is what the Lord is declaring, man. Whatever that everything that Esau done, man, is gonna be done unto him. And it's gonna be done, and it's gonna be done now. It's gonna be done physically when the Lord come back, and when He pulls them kings out of the earth and slays them. But going into captivity is gonna be done throughout all of their bondage, which is 1,000 years. They have done whatever. I'm keep going. I'm gonna get that scripture. Well, I can get it real quick. Precept. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. It says, "Reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double." Ultimately, this is going to be done physically on this earth, as well as in the kingdom. Their bondage is going to be double what has been done to the apple of the Lord's eye, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled birds. Ultimately, we've been in slavery almost 500 years, since 1619, man. Their slavery is going to be double. They're going to get double on what they did uh, to to Jake, man. But also, this is mainly going for what's going to happen now. But I was trying to get that, but this is more fit. This place is going to be destroyed, for the tragedy it's done against Jake, it destroyed Jake, you know, probably millions of times, same as the other nations across the earth. Those same places going to come up against um, America and hit this place with 200 million ICBMs, man. It's going to be an actual lake of fire, molten rock. They did that to build this place with, asphalt and all this stuff. That's what this place is going to turn into molten asphalt. Well, I was actually done with this one. But I was going to read it one more time. Revelation 13, verse 10. He that leave captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So ultimately, uh, Esau has killed many with the sword. He has done that throughout his whole history of being. Since the very beginning with Cain, man, that same spirit that Esau inhabits, which is the spirit of Satan, which he being the physical counterpart of Satan. He has that same spirit, been doing that since the beginning. um, but it's the same thing we're gonna do to him. We're gonna slay him. The Lord's gonna slay him. The angels gonna slay him, man. Everything that worship with righteousness, anyone that believes in Yahweh from outside is gonna be able to slay him. Shoot, as well as the one that's working through that's doing the Lord's work. They don't even know it, like Putin, Xi Jinping, the other countries that's ultimately gonna rise up against America and destroy it, man. But in the kingdom, ultimately, in their captivity, it's gonna be the men of the Lord. I'm gonna get this. So this is Psalm chapter 137. I'm starting at verse 7. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, raise it. Raise it, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, destroying our temples and synagogues, man. Uh, um, yeah, destroying our temples and synagogues, and yep. I'll just keep going with it. Verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us." They're going in the kingdom, man. They these Babylonians, man, these Idumeans, Esau, man, the Edomites, they gonna serve Jake. It says, "Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone." So kind, man. Just like they did throughout their history, they took Jake babies and they feed them to alligators. They feed them to they use them as footstools and footrests. They probably they screw their heads off. When a baby is born, it's very feeble. It's very like very delicate. But Esau knows that, and he uses it like clay. He like that's perverse. But that's what Esau is. He's wicked. You know. But it says, "Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone." So ultimately in the kingdom, wow, they gonna do the same thing because it's ultimately with that little baby is gonna be like Ronald Reagan or Bill Clinton or Hitler or whatever. Nah, Hitler not even. Hitler said one good thing. He said, America has jewels. Slightly paraphrasing. Ultimately, being them jewels is being the Lord's children, so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans, speckled birds. But yeah, mostly these Edomites today, man. Joe Osteen, Klaus Schwab, these elites, man. What about uh, John D. Rockefeller, the first one back in 1920s? What about him? He gonna have to get it. he is he gonna be a baby in the kingdom. The Lord gonna know. Everybody might know. You might just feel it. Or you might just do it on accident. You gonna know. Yeah, that was Rockefeller, man. Yeah. But this is ultimately in the kingdom. This is their captivity. This is what they gonna be doing. They gonna be there. They don't have no synagogues, man. Their first kingdom was mountains and stuff, man. Um, but yeah, that's what they gonna do. That's what the kings of the earth gonna do, man. Which is the hopeful elect, the 104,000 elect men out of the nation of Israel. Keep going. This is Psalm chapter 149. Started verse. I can start at verse 1. Read the whole chapter. It says, "Praise ye the Lord, sing unto the Lord a new song, and praise in His praise in the congregation of saints." Saints, them little ones again, man. The Lord's chosen, at the hopeful elect. It says, "Let Israel rejoice in Him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their King, our King Yahweh Shai, man, our big brother, the ones that we going to sup with. This lesson is going into the kingdom, a little bit, and ultimately going into Esau's captivity, and the power that's going to be given to the people that's going to be putting them in captivity. Ultimately, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai and the kings, the elect. It says, "Let Israel rejoice in Him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their King, man, our King Yahweh Shai, and our Creator, the Most High Yahweh." And said, "Let them praise His name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto Him with the timbrel and harp." Esau can't do that, man. He can't dance with the nothing. He can't dance with the dime. Esau got a steady dance for like 10, 20 years just to do a little two step. Esau don't have that. Esau don't have the salt. So what Jake gonna be doing? We gonna be dancing. We gonna be dancing for the Lord, man. It's not the time now, but when you see start hitting now, you might have to hit the carpet patch, man. So verse 4 says, "For the Lord taketh pleasure in His people; He will beautify the meek with salvation." So come on, man. The meek, the lowly are gonna be beautified with salvation, man. That's what His people that love Him in true sincerity are going to get rewarded with, man. It says, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand." So, man, ultimately, this is kingdom. You gonna wake up with vengeance on your mind, man, knowing that you got to slay Esau and you're gonna be righteous because it's gonna be through the Lord's will. It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and the nobles with fetters of iron, just like they did to us. They did the same thing, man. Um, Princes, servants upon horses, princes, walking, slightly paraphrase it, you know. But then, that's going to daytime. I want to go to more kingdom. So, but it says to bind their kings with chains and the nobles with fetters of irons. This is in the kingdom, man. They're going to be executed judgment. Verse 9, to execute upon them the judgments written, this honor have all of His saints, the hopeful elect, the 144,000 men. Praise you, the Lord. Praise you, the Lord, Yahweh by Shema Shai. So this is what's going to be given to His saints, the hopeful elect. It's put chains of irons on Bill, what's his name? George W. Bush. George Bush and who else? George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, whoever, all the presidents, man. Uh, any Andrew Jackson, man. Yeah, Trail of Tears, man. Gag gonna have to get him right. Gag gonna have to get him right, man. Get Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson then killed probably thousands of Gadites. You know, them thousands of Gadites gonna be back in the kingdom, man. Either they be elect or they be fruits that come down later. You know, either way they're gonna have to be judged and punished for that. You know, they gonna get them feathers irons. They gonna get dads against the song. They gonna be everything. You know, because they gonna keep coming back until the Lord ready to eradicate them after that 1,000 years of punishment. And this ultimately for Jake. You know, but the same thing that's gonna be the same thing that was done to us will be done to Esau. You know, Esau gonna have their captivity. You know, they were once, cavemen and ooga boogas and just killing and slaying, but without actual purpose. Now, since for the past 2,000 years, really, since um since they crucified the Lord, since 37 A.D., let's say the past 2,000 years, man, since the Lord been off this earth and in the heavens on the right hand of the Father, Yahweh, um, what they've been doing is persecuting and slaying and doing nothing but putting pestilence and wickedness on the earth, man. So, but for our people, we've been in bondage, man. We got to America, man. We we were supposed to call on Yahweh, but we couldn't. It's a curtain. You can't do that. We was here because we pushed the Lord to wrath, But now we're able to repent, to return back to the Lord, we have someone to call on. But when we first got here to America, uh, that wasn't you couldn't do that, man. That was shut off. Let's get Israel Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 29. Oh yeah, my bad. And the same thing that happened to us is gonna happen to them ultimately. So confusing, not having nobody to save you. I'm just gonna get 28 verse 28. It says, "The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment in heart, and thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee." This ultimately for Jake. This happened already. But this is happening even to today's time. And our people groping in noonday, that they falling after different guys, after money, after this and that. But guess what? That's gonna happen to Esau, man. Esau is gonna think they still the best and the biggest and the baddest. They gonna think they doing they can't do nothing though. They're not able to do nothing. No man shall save them. And basically they never called upon no man except for, Satan or Lucifer, some demons or whatever. But they not gonna be able to do nothing. They gonna be stuck in their ways. They ain't gonna be nothing, man. And just like we were sent to Egypt, they gonna be sent there, but it ain't gonna be good. They ain't gonna be on a boat. They gonna be they gonna be building us a kingdom, man. They gonna be put to work, like put to work. And you can trust Jake to do that. From a spiritual standpoint or from a physical standpoint, you can trust Jake, like Issachar or something like that, to build you a good old house. You can't trust Esau, man. He gonna be complaining. But guess what? We got the whip. So you don't do it, you out of here, man. So I'm just keep going, man. I just Job to the 20 verse 15. Everything that has Esau has done he gonna give up. So this Job to the 20:15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out his belly. Everything that Esau has took from this earth, gold, silver, jasper, whatever, all the different stones that Esau collected and sells for this reason, that reason. The Lord's gonna take all that back, and because the Lord has to beautify his elect, he the Most High gonna have a kingdom made out of gold and bronze and silver and amethyst and jasper and agate, stuff like that, man. It's gonna be beautiful. Beautiful stuff is good for your feet. Esau like to walk around on rocks and stuff. Something like you need some nice wood or just nice ground. and just some bronze, or gold, because they actually soft out a little soft metals and stuff. But just get this. I was at 15. Or no, that was good, man. But yeah, basically Esau gonna have to regurgitate everything that he has took away from this earth. He's gonna give it right back because earth is not his. It may be given into the hands of the wicked, but it's only for a moment. That's gonna be taken away. The Lord gonna take it away because the Lord gave it to him, man. I was gonna go in a little bit more about the like with the pearly gates and everything, but I feel that's a whole nother lesson because it's mostly going into Esau captivity, not our not Jake blessing, not the elect's blessing, being able to rule and have big old estates with bronze and gold and stuff like that. But it's beautiful to talk about. It's very nice. It's very good to talk about. But ultimately, I just go on this quick little thing. Revelation chapter 21. Um, I started verse 23. Well, verse 21, 22. And I saw no temple there. And also 23. And the city had no need of sun, neither of moon to shine in it, for the glory of Yahweh did lighten it. And the Lamb is the light of thereof. So come on, man, you got the Most High Yahweh. His eyes are 10,000 brighter to the 10,000 times brighter than the sun. That's the sun of Yahweh Shai. To be that Lamb, that pure light. And the Lamb's little brothers, man. At the elect, they gonna have that light on them, man. You don't need that sun, the moon. We gonna have that, or at least that sun. That time. That when that moon and sun was put on the earth. That you had time. Adam lived up to like 900 years, and other beings live up to like almost a day to the Lord. But in this kingdom is gonna be eternal and immortal. Jake they gonna live forever. That brightness ain't gonna they gonna need no time for tracking days. Everything gonna be nice and slow. Everything is fast right now. Everything nice and slow. And you're gonna be able to enjoy it. Esau not gonna be doing nothing. They gonna hate it, man. They gonna hate to see Jake in power and rule, man. They can't do nothing. Perfect, and that's why they got to be eradicated after 1,000 years, because they gonna hate it like it's mercy, you know. But yeah, they gonna be immortal. They gonna be serving the Lord in glory and honor and righteousness. I'm gonna just read it. It says, verse 24, and the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. It says, in the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there. It's gonna be ever bright, man, evermore, man. That ultimately spiritually, because it's gonna be most high, and and Yahweh Shai and the elect gonna be dwelling there, man. It's gonna be righteousness, peace, forever, forever and ever. So verse 26, and it says, they shall bring the glory and honor of the nation into it. Verse 27, and there shall in no wise enter into it any that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. So come, man, only one is written in Yahweh Shai, the book of life, man. That's gonna be given to ultimately the elect in the first fruits, and that's gonna be actually earned. Um, and Esau ain't gonna have no part of it. He's gonna be in the pits, and they're gonna be digging holes all day and being in captivity, same as the other nations. So that was just a little bit going on there. I can get a little more, but this is like one of the first I said about this. But the others that I was edifying little lesson going on Esau captivity, and highlighting Jake's glory as well, you know, um, going to and go a little bit more on eradication. 1,000 years being their cap. But nonetheless, y'all, there's out there to find a little lesson. And with that, I'm Shalom.